In Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From midfield now, Burrow. He'll find Lindsey here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Touchdown, Dolphins! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action, now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On play action, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first down carry by Elliott. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Burrow's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. (17-0) our score after one. From the 45 on second down, Lance escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Lance going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
On one, right? Let's go, Big series.
A give to Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt up the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns get a score closer. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On On 2nd and 10, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Lance trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught. Front Browns touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Elliott running right. Elliott a first down and more. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 25-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Can.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Lindsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Now Burrow on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Lance to throw it. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 12, Lance flushed out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. To throw, it's Lance. Underneath here to Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Lance's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost almost had it. But third down coming up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Burrow on third down. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 30. 10.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First down. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And running with, and now some space to operate. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Burrow. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw, Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He's got Elliott, and he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference